Guys, let's look at some stuff from the past and then look at some new generator stuff. So here I have this coil, and I made it before, and it has 20 meters of wire on this side and 20 meters of wire on that side. So the total of wire length is 40 meters, and it's 1 centimeter on the length, and this one as well. And on the inside there is half a centimeter across and 1 centimeter across like this of air core. It has a trigger wire as well. It's, did I say that? 0.3 millimeter wire. Okay, so I made this very cool fan of it, and it has two of these starters, one on each side. And then there's the rotor with north-south facing magnets. And let's look at one of those videos about it.
Then we go to this improved model. It's still air core coils. Therefore we add the resistor to it with a choke so it doesn't blow up.
So here we go.
It will start to run faster. Yes. Ouch.
I guess I hit myself there.
We engage the second motors, which run from the radiant, or secondary motors. You can see the circuit gets in tune, and also mechanical output is added.
So yeah, this takes about 1 amp at 12 volts, and it runs like one of those 40 watt fans, you know, you can get in the store. So that's interesting. Then there's this other coil. It's a Trifiler coil. There's 3 times 20 meters on this bobbin and 3 times 20 meters on that bobbin. And so in total, because of they are in series, there are 3 times 40 meters of wire. And I have one of these here. It's just that the set isn't complete. But in length, this is 2 centimeters across. 2 centimeters. And inside the core, it's half a centimeter across like this, and 1 centimeter across in length again. It's a very nice set of coils. And there's another video about it here.
As you can see, the fan normally...
So it has a nice cocking sound. Come on man, spin it up. Let it run. What are you doing? Okay, here we go.
And then I tune it.
And then we tune it. So that's a very nice coil right there. And I also have a YouTube video about it. It's on my channel right now. You can look it up. It's the same kind of coil, and it sounds like this. So that's very interesting. And then we have, you know, it's also on my channel, the Bidini Motor. And it has that, you know, this big fat coil, remember? So this big fat coil has 7 times 40 meters of wire, or should I say 39 meters. Well, it's practically the same, isn't it? Okay, it's almost the same, but anyway, it's what John recommends for you to wind. So I thought that was really interesting, because I did these findings before about the 40 meters, and then I decided to wind one of those John Bidini SSG or SG, whatever, schoolgirl kind of motors. You know, the one with the bicycle fan.
this higher mode slows down. So
this motor,
when this pot meter is not broken.
Yeah, it's not broken. So so this is really cool. So what about the 40 meters? Then we have this sinuous motor I used for the coil winder, and it has 0.4 millimeter wire, and there are 5 phases, and each of these bobbins or coil holders or whatever you call them, they have 20 meters of wire. So there's 20 meters of wire on this side and 20 meters of wire on the opposite side, and they're in series. So again, we are back to the 40 meters of wire, which is cool. Wait, let's... Sounds pretty fast, right? And this one is, computer controlled. It's cool stuff. So, I decided to calculate the new coil. Oh wait, I have some other stuff here. So here is the way that I wound these other coils I had here on the desk. So this one and this one, they are made with super glue, and you can basically wind the coil on the sort of bobbin. And I use this kind of paper here, and I wrap it around the screw a couple of times, and then put some of this plastic, it's still on here from back in the days. I put some plastic to keep the paper in place, wrap the coil around it, and I also use this showcase kind of folder. This material, it doesn't stick to the glue, so you wind the coil, you glue it up, and then at some point it gets gooey and you can take it out. Take out the showcase folder piece of plastic, and because we wound it around a piece of paper, we can easily take the screw out, and eventually you'll get this. So I thought it was nice to mention that. And so what is this? Since we're talking about stuff from the past, I thought it was interesting because, it's so elaborate. So there's this 5F5 timer, and then there is a battery which, with a transistor pulsing on and off, goes into a transformer, and that would make a single wire transmission. Okay, it uses the ground as a second wire, but... Or fluorescent tubes. Careful, hot transistor. Here are some of the values. And, there are these values. This is what I used back in the day, and then it says this kind of transformer, and I guess I still have it. So it's this one, I believe. So it could be improved upon by just hooking up the stuff in series and parallel. It has a better spike. This is actually true. Strange, but true. So let's move on. I found this website. It's Coil 32 freeware, and it can calculate any coil. And I thought it might be handy for the new generator. So because I want to wind the coil in about this size, I have a really good feeling about this size. I don't know why. So what about this size? Well, it's let's see. You can count the squares, right? So you can see it's 2 centimeters like this, and 3 centimeters like this. Okay, and it's supposed to have a core of 1 centimeter, but sort of changed my mind about the core. Here's the program, and starting with it, I sort of selected the multi-layer coil, and I went to you know, after fiddling about with it, I went to the inductance tab, and this was the formula that worked for me. So I have 0.8 millimeter wire, and the coil thickness should be something, and in this case I made it you know, 20 millimeters here, and of course 20 millimeters on the other side, and a diameter of 20 as well, so that will make the 3 centimeters you know, of width, and the length so this is 3 centimeters, and this will be 2 centimeters. Wait, that doesn't make sense. This is gonna be way too thick. Okay, so this took a couple of retries, but I found something that works. So it's basically this part is 10 millimeters, so 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter over there, 1 centimeter over here, and in length it's going to be 2 centimeters, and that would give us about 21 meters. This would be a single coil. I think that's not enough. I actually was going for the Trifiler coil, so yeah, let's go and, you know, keep trying. So here's an idea. You know, we're gonna make this iron part 2 centimeters, and the length will be 4, so it's going to be bigger than initially I thought. So 4 centimeters in length, 2 centimeters of core, and on each side there's going to be what did I fill in here? It's going to be like 1 centimeter thick coil. So all in all, that will give us 57 meters. So with a Trifiler coil, we could have 3 times 20 meters on one of those bobbins. Maybe there's another way to do this. Yeah, so I guess I found something here. So this is still going to be 2 centimeters. That's nice, because the magnets that I ordered, they're also 2 centimeters across like this. So the length of the coil would be 25, so it's 2.5 centimeters, and then the wire, this and the other side as well, is going to be about 1.5 centimeters or 1.6. That takes us to you know, max size of 67 meters, which we only need 60 of it, so about this size will be about right. And that would mean I have to add only 1 more magnet on top of the stack that's already there. So as you can see here, then that would mean there has to be 1 more magnet on top here. They'll space out 5 millimeters more than they are now, and it will be 5 millimeters bigger this way, and you know, a tiny bit bigger in the width. This could possibly work. Anyway, look what came in the mail today. So this is 2 kilograms of iron. Those are welding rods. And you can see I have a little magnet here. Sticks to it very nicely. So, you know, it's shorter than I probably need to make the full circle of the generator, but for starting with the motor, this is great. And also I found these bearings. I have them here somewhere. I had a couple of spare bearings, and magically they fit around the tube I showed you last time. And then I also found a copper tube which magically fits around the other tube. So this could be used to, you know, you have a spacer. So you can have the bearings, you know, space out from the from the rest. So here, what do you call that? And then there's this, you know, high pressure laminate material. I still have a lot of it, so it's right here. And I'm planning to use this kind of material as well for the coil bobbins. But you know, as you could see on the drawing before, it has to be much less than 0.6 millimeters in width in order for it to fit together. So I'm going to have to buy a new, you know, plate. So that'll be done, you know, probably somewhere this weekend. So yeah, stuff on YouTube gets deleted. So I recommend buying this book. It's great. It has stuff about window motors. And you see there's this coil recipe here. There's the gauges. And some text about the length. You know, I thought it was interesting. Also some stuff about spin and how it works. So buy it. And if you're into window motors, buy this DVD because it talks about it. And he talks about a motor that's been running for, you know, years. It's cool. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching. See you next time.